This is a historic day, and be very honored that you are here today. And we're going to start with our drumming in ceremony, and I'm going to welcome Acting Chief Bill Yoakum as we get started. Hi, Sepka.
Hi, Sepka, to Gary and my nephews drumming this in. Good morning, respected guests, all clan, dignitaries, the beautiful people of Nanaimo, and the beautiful people of the city of Nanaimo. Wow, this is amazing. I don't know what to say. The day is good heart, good mind. So I'm gonna hand the floor over to Auntie Lolly. Hi, Sepka.
Lolly good tennis, Juanita Math Nesquish, Tenisan at Nanaimo, Equemlo at Seashell. Good day, it is good to see you all. After I do the blessing, I'm going to be singing a song. Before I begin, I ask that you think worldwide, all frontline workers who risk their lives on a daily basis in support of their cities, their towns, and their communities. I also like to acknowledge Chief Mike Wise, who is not with us, but I'm sure his heart is with us. Sisal siem thichwa, tsat watalchwa satanakwel, I tamakskwel, stilatnumste. Creator, thank you for this day. Please look after those who are grieving and for those who are sick. Thank you for the food today. Please bring blessing and medicines to our tables. Creator, please help us all today and every day. Nihai.
We're here for those that never made it home. And we're here for those that survived the horrors of residential school.
I'm going to ask you today to not make wearing an orange shirt a one-day event, but to really know and understand that living with kindness and compassion really needs to be every day.
Hello, bonito, sa alakwa. Sa alakwa means you are my brothers and sisters.
Thank you, Auntie Yvonne. Much love there, Brother Melvin. Before we call up artist Noel Brown to talk about the unveiling this morning, I'm going to call forward Kay Coplano and my nephews here. They're going to come up here and let's see what they're up to. Come on up here, boys.
Good morning, everybody, or almost afternoon. I just want to say that, it's an honor to be here and see everybody, all the people here today. I'm here today, because my grandparents survived the residential school system, and we're continuing to break cycles. All my years growing up, I never ever heard from my dad. I never ever heard him say, I love you. I'd always tell him I loved him, and he could never say it back. I knew he loved me. And it was the same thing with my grandparents. And I have a daughter, and I always tell her I love her. And she says it back to me. And my dad is 68 years old now, and he can finally say it back to me. And that made me the happiest person in the world to hear my dad tell me he loves me. So to continue to break cycles, our songs are medicine, and they go back thousands of years. They come with thousands of years of strength from our ancestors. And they ground us. So I want to share a song that was composed by a gentleman from our community, and he sits on our council table. A song composed by Darren Good, and it's the celebration song.
Good morning, everyone. I firstly want to recognize we are gathered on the traditional territory of the Nanaimo First Nation. And as MLA and Minister Malcolmson said to me, so did you ever think you'd see a morning like this at this place with this many people? And I don't suppose many of us did. And that's what makes it extra special. I also want to recognize something Yvonne Rigsby Jones didn't say this morning. I knew her parents very well, Mildred and Archie. And I always want to honor her mother, because in a ceremony performed near the school, with so many students here today, she was the first Indigenous woman hired by School District 68. The residential school system scarred generations of Indigenous Canadians. Some survived and became stronger and better and understood the world and the cruelty of it and fought to fix it. Others were destroyed and killed by it. But it is part of our country's history and our past. And when we gather here today, we are here to honor the children who suffered in that system and recognize what it did to them and their children and their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren. But this is also a moment of reconciliation, an opportunity to do better, an opportunity to recognize the importance of doing better. Thank you this morning to all of you. Bless all of you. Haichkasiem.
I'll go to the shorter one. Asiem natswalmoch, asiem mastimoch, asiem tishwalakwa, antapat yitsitsa, tanita tsanemo. I'm Noel Brown from Nanaimo. Thanks everybody for coming. I was fortunate enough not to have any of the residential school, and a lot of my family never talked about it, so I was sort of shielded from it, grew up. I did get in a lot of trouble in school, but it was for being a sort of a little ass, which I still am. But I just want to say it's great to be a little part of this day, and I thank everyone for coming. Yeah, and we're all getting along. Every year gets better and better. And I'd just like to sing a little song for you guys.
You know, when people take time to come and sit and listen, it tells us that we matter, that we always did, but we lost sight of that. At some point, I did. I'm going to say a prayer. Kitsimanitu, kinanas kumitten nidum stay median. Kitomi wanskayan anods. Kitomi gaskitayan tapagitatamuyan. And I just want you to know that we do work for you, and that I am working with Auntie Joan and Scott on certain issues that they will be bringing to Senate. And the importance of the leadership to allow the reclamation of ourselves as beautiful spirits, that we are taking our place in society, and that we will do it with strength, perseverance, dedication that our ancestors did, and that we as living ancestors will carry that to make this a better world for all children, every single child in the world. Thank you.
I'm taken aback by this powerful expression of love that surrounds us here today. There is no reconciliation in the absence of justice. Unfortunately, today only 11 of the 94 calls to action have been completed, and 33 have not been started or have stalled in action. And this is where I work alongside colleagues like Leah Kazan, to call the government to account, to implement these calls to action.
Iqaluit. Iqumlup up Katikmi, Ikuglukduk, Ottawa regions. Respect to my elders, respect to my family, and respect to my friends. My Indigenous name is Tulagak Tutiak. My English name is Raven Payette. Who am I as an urban Inuit? A woman, a gender-fluid boy, a polyamorous pansexual, a majority in some people's eyes. It is to my belief I was born to feel grief, this unmistakable pain, to cry for the fallen, for the silenced, for the beautiful people who live with sexism, racism, transphobia, violence, and any form of bigotry, in hopes to build a better future for generations.
They told these stories that were up on, I think you can still see this video on the TRC website. I remember one teenage woman, maybe 15 or 16, she was crying, being interviewed by the camera. She said, I never knew why my dad drank so much. I never knew why he was so angry. And that learning is going to change her life and her relationship with her dad. And then really little kids who were just furiously indignant, like the way they were so pure, their hearts. They say, what if that happened to me and my brother? What if they didn't let us speak our language? Like they were so righteous, these kids. And we just, remember Jean and I sitting there going, it's gonna be okay, because the kids get it. And that's what's gonna change. That's what's gonna change our country.
Hi, my name is Peggy Good. These are my two brothers, Stan and Mal. These are the two that originally opened up the case about the residential schools. They were the ones that went to the police first to charge Mr. Plint, and after that everything fell into place. Everybody started pressing charges against the residential schools, and I'm very proud to see what's happening here in Nanaimo for my brothers, because they're finally getting the recognition that they need. They're the ones that started it all. I'm just so very happy this is all taking place right now. I don't know if Mel and Stan have anything to say.
Thank you.
He said thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, Chika.
MLAs, MPs, dignitaries, school district, City of Nanaimo, Mayor Krogh, Chair McKay, and most of all, the citizens of Nanaimo. The Nanaimo people stand with you, and we look forward to reconciling with you as days and years in the future. So, hi, Sepka, thank you for being here. Much love and have a great day. Thank you.